Breitling Superocean is back and better than ever. Do I like it or do I lump it? Let's talk about it. So the Breitling Superocean Heritage line has been updated for the first time in quite a while. Now there's a selection of new three-hand models and there is a selection of new chronograph models. But the headline feature is the new three-hand models, and honestly, they look spicy, Terry. They have some spice to them. Now, if you're familiar with the capsule collection that they did a little while ago, which was essentially a Highland, it was called the Highlands collection, a little bit weird, but that was featuring a very specific styling for the indexes at 12, 3, 6, and 9. This new mainline heritage collection brings in that styling for the indexes and puts it at the 12, so it's got a little flavour of that capsule collection, and honestly I think it gives a little bit more of a distinct identity to the Superocean heritage. Very good, very nice, I like the look of it. But what else is new in terms of the aesthetic of these new watches? Well, I honestly couldn't tell you, other than the fact they've introduced a 36mm, and crikey Jesus, it looks good. 36mm Superocean heritage. That sounds spectacular, Terry. I like the sound of that. 200 meters water resistant. Holy Jesus.
Perfect size for you.
It's a great size for me. I mean, this is 36mm, but 36mm 200 meter dive watch with a 78-hour power reserve sounds great. So the 36mm is featuring the Breitling B10 movement with a 42-hour power reserve, and that is coming in at £4,650 on a bracelet, and rubber at £4,400. I think for that movement, it is maybe a little bit pricey, but Terry, they are doing one with the new Breitling B31 movement as well that we saw in the Top Time. Yeah, the Top Time three-hander. Did we like it?
We loved it.
We loved the new three-hand Top Time, and I'm glad to say, if you're wanting to spend a little bit more money on a 40mm or a 42mm, you're going to get the B31 movement, featuring a 78-hour power reserve. Now that's spicy. But how much is that going to cost you?
£6,000.
Not quite that much. So the 40mm is going to be 5,400 on a bracelet and 5,200 on rubber. 42mm is going to cost you the same, actually. That's a surprise. So it's the same price for 40mm and 42mm. You're not going to pay any extra. What is nice to see is all of these watches feature a date at 6. All of them. Now, I am going to say they have released some chronograph models as well. And they have released some models with gold on the bezels and the pushers and stuff as well. So the chronograph ones are featuring the Breitling B01 movement, featuring all of the specs you've come to know and love from the B01 movement. So it's 70-hour power reserve, all of these things. Honestly, it's a decent movement, but you're also going to be paying £8,850 for the gold version on a bracelet and £7,400 for the chronograph version, all steel, which again is probably in line with what you'd expect to pay with Breitling, and these do look nice. They are a nice upgrade, but that brings me on to my biggest complaint about this release. All of the watches look nice, but they've released in one go 15 new references, and I think for a watch release it's gonna be a bit tricky for them to do that. You go into a watch showroom, even a Breitling boutique, they're not going to have every single reference there available on display, and it can make it a bit tricky to watch shop, especially for lay people. And releasing 15 new references at once, essentially a all-at-once overhaul of an entire collection, it's nice to see them put the effort in, absolutely, and I don't really have any complaints about the watches themselves, but it's a little bit overwhelming for A, the public. It's going to confuse the hell out of them, having this many new references dumped on them at once. And it's, to be honest, it just makes our videos a mess. So my complaint is a bit personal, but also, having worked in an AD and with Breitling, it's going to make the whole experience for both the retailer and the buyer, it's going to just confuse everything, I think. But the watches themselves look great. The new 36mm looks spectacular in terms of sizing. I'm so glad they've sized down the collection a little bit, even if it is featuring the B10 movement rather than the B31. But Terry, what do you think?
I agree with you, there's too many releases. It was overwhelming when I looked at them earlier. In terms of the watch, it's nice. It doesn't do a huge amount for me, mainly because I don't like the size of the bezel. It's quite a big bezel.
Yeah, but it's very vintage.
I like the colours. It's a lovely green in there.
Lovely light green on the 36.
Gorgeous.
Little bit pistachio.
It is very pistachio.
Terry likes green.
I also like pistachios.
I like pistachios, actually. Pistachio ice cream.
Pistachio ice cream. So not a huge fan of pistachio chocolate, which seems to be a thing at the moment. It's called Dubai chocolate.
Dubai chocolate. Well, I won't be Dubaiing that. So, guys, what do you think of this collection? Are there any models that you want to pick up out of the 15? I mean, there's also the very nice looking Kelly Slater model that has a really nice motif on the dial. It looks really cool. But do you love these? Do you hate these? How would you rate these? Go down into the comments and let me know. Whilst you're down there, why not like, subscribe, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video. And why not click that join button, support the channel directly, just like everyone on screen does now, because they are the best. I love them so much. And to everyone else, you're also amazing. So watch yourselves, but also, before Terry gets the chance to end the recording, watchyourselfgeorge.com, get your hat, corduroy, lovely, boosh.